Welcome back to another live here for Patreon. We're just going to wait here for a second for my comments and video to flip over. There we go. Oh no. Okay, there we go. I was watching YouTube videos on my iPad the other day, so whoops. Hi everyone. Hello. Happy Thursday. How's everybody doing? Today, our live is going to be probably on the shorter side. I have 3 layouts to put together that are using the Paper Person Emotions Kit. However, it is, I don't remember what these entail. We'll figure that out together, but most likely they're probably pretty easy like the last ones were too. So just an FYI that today might go a little bit faster than normal. That's okay. I'm actually working on a bunch of house cleaning stuff. So I totally cleaned out the cat's litter boxes this morning, which I was thinking was going to be, you know, like an hour and a half project, and it took me 3 hours. So I hate that job. I hate doing that. But I only have to do it once a month, like the full clean out. Only have to do once a month. So I'm glad that's done. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera over to desk view, and we're going to just dive in and get started and figure out what the heck is inside of these envelopes, which will be fun. And I have to move a cat too, because he's decided that my desk is his bed. So let's go ahead and get you guys to desk view. Tell me about your day. How have you all been doing? Hey, that is not a toy, Buster. No. No. Okay, you're getting kicked off. You're going. You gots to go, man. All right. How about you go back here in your spot? There you go. Okay. Get all that cat hair off of here. All right. So here we go. We've got 3 layouts. Looks like, well, we'll just see. We're just going to dive in, see what's in here. How has your documenting started off this month? You know, I know a lot of us are starting into new projects or starting new ways of doing old projects, or doing more, doing less. How is that going so far now that we're a couple of weeks in? Would love to know. Oh yeah, it's like this one's gonna be so fast. What? Okay, so here's what we've got. I've got a card that says, here's what happened. And I titled this, You Can Do This. Oh, because there's this one that says, you can do this. Well, that's really pretty. I like that card. You can do this. Here's what happened. I have a little square photo that goes into the little square spot. A photo that's going to go up here. And it looks like I had planned to back it on this red card. I think so. And then I've got this puffy sticker that says, feeling tired of this. Okay, so this is a story about listing our house. So this would have been May of 2021. So I guess this is actually a story from last year, right? No, it's 2023 now. So a year and a half ago, this is when this is from. My journaling says we officially listed our house on 5/20/21. The housing market was all kinds of crazy. We listed high for our neighborhood and thought we'd have an offer within a few days. The first days were much slower than we anticipated. Our open house was just okay. We were feeling a bit confused. There weren't any others we liked better than our own house. The following week, things blew up and we had 4 to 5 showings a day for a week straight. By the end of the week, I was so ready to be done, hence the feeling tired of this, right? At the end of the week, we had 3 offers to choose from. We went with the offer we felt the best about. We're excited that it's now really happening for real, and our home is going to go to people who will truly care about it. It's a win-win. You know what's funny is the people who bought our house, we've actually become friends with them. So our house butted up to the backyard of some of our best friends that we met because we lived with our backyards touching. Their kids are like nieces and nephews to us, right? They're kind of like extended siblings to us. So we would still go over to their house, and then from their house, like you look in their backyard and there's our old house. So in the process, our friends made friends with the people who bought our house. And then because of that, we've made friends with them as well. And it's been really cool to know that not only did our house, and we loved this house, so not only did it go to somebody who was going to love it and take care of it, but also it went to people who we have ended up, you know, having a relationship with. It's super cool. We haven't, like, I wouldn't say that we're close enough where we've gone over and gone inside their house or anything like that, you know, our old house, but we do go to bonfires in their backyard, and it's a super weird sensation to like go hang out at your old house, but it's not yours anymore. It's just interesting. But they actually had a baby over the holidays. So they're now filling that home with little ones, you know, it's so cool. It's so cool. So anyway, it all turned out for the best. The whole process of selling a house and buying a house in that crazy, crazy market was insane. It was just an insane process. And I think that probably led to a lot of my feelings of like ultimate stress at the end of last year, which is why, or at the end of, not last year, at the end of 2021. So going into 2022, I think I was just, I don't know, I was in a funk. But that happens. All right, so I just cut off the white borders and I'm adding it to the red because I like the pop of red against it. And then this little guy goes into this square. I also really love having these stories documented about, you know, listing our house. And we listed it over Memorial Weekend. And I think we thought that was going to be a great idea because people would be off and they could come to the open house and see the house and all that stuff. But it ended up being to our detriment because I guess maybe people went on vacation and stuff instead. So rather than coming to our open house, you know, they all went on vacation. So that first weekend, we really thought like, oh no, you know, we've made a mistake and we listed too high and now nobody's going to want to buy it. And now we're going to have to drop it. And people will think there's something wrong with our house because we dropped the price, you know, all this stuff. So it was really nice that the following week it went back to normal. And we had, I mean, it was super annoying to have to cart our cats out of the house 4 times a day. Like, it was so annoying, but all worth it. All worth it. Oh, and having to keep a house like perfectly clean for an entire week when you've got kids, you know. Anyway, it was a whole experience. So that is this one. I think what I'm going to do, I might date stamp this even though there is a date on there. I think I'm going to date stamp this just with like May, maybe I'll do this exact date, May 20, 2021. The whole experience of selling a house and buying a house does not make me want to do it again anytime soon. You know, I think we'll just stay put for a while because that was not fun. Okay, I mean, it all led to greater things. We have a beautiful house that we love. We have friends, new friends that live in our old house. You know, it's like it all worked out, but still not something I want to repeat. Let's see if I can find this a home. So I've got a bunch of story albums that have blank spots in them or empty areas. Let me see if there's anything in here because maybe, actually it looks like I only have one spot. Oh, darn, it's not the right configuration. So no, not you. Oh, this one I think is a little over full. And then, how about you? Give me a spot to put you in. Let's find out. All right, so just push that over there for now. Okay, so lots and lots and lots. Let's, maybe? No. So I'm looking for just a 1-pager. Oh, I need to put something on the back of that. And I guess I don't have to, but you know. You know how it is. Oh, look at that. I got a spot. Yay. Okay, so this is going to go right here and fill in a blank spot. Oh, that makes me so happy. Love it. All right. Put that in there, and this can go in there. And then there we go. A story done, a blank spot filled. Win, win, win. Okay, put that to the side. So there's story number 1. See what I mean? I think today's going to be quick because these ones come together like ultra fast. Emotions, it was a very hard kit to work with, Kay. I struggled with it too. I think because a lot of times when you get a kit that's like emotions or tough or, you know, I feel like there was a kit that was like embrace the mess, or those types of kits lend themselves to much more difficult stories. And sometimes we're just not in the mood to tell stories like that. With the open story kit, which is not necessarily, so it's Allie Edwards, right? Not necessarily geared towards hard stories, but definitely geared towards a lot of like deeper stories, you know, like really like internal, you know, a closing and an opening is talking about like something like really deep in life. And I don't know. So a lot of those sentiments I had a hard time with right now because I'm just not in the mood for that kind of storytelling right now. It happens. I felt that way about this kit too, the emotions kit, that it was like, ugh, you know, ugh, I don't really feel like writing those stories. Anyway, so it happens. I totally get it. All right, so what is this one? All right, so this one we've got this really cool pattern. I actually really like this pattern. It's like just squares with circles in it. I like it. And then we've got this one that says denial. What is this about? Oh boy, I should read this to myself before I read it out loud. Let's see what I get, because you just don't know. Okay. So here's the thing. Like, I have no idea what this story is about anymore. My journaling is vague. It's actually really vague. And it's just about, like, overthinking stuff, right? And I think that's my title here, is never not overthinking. Which is interesting because, like, I don't even know what it was I was overthinking here that I wrote about. I did not detail that. And actually, I think that's okay because it just speaks to the overall, right, of that's life sometimes, is that we're overthinking. Anyway, so so I think what my plan was, it looks like, is to take this card, this never not overthinking card, and cut off just the title and use that as the title piece on my journaling. So I'm just going to chop it at the bottom, and then we can add some adhesive, and we'll stick it up at the top like this. Right? And then I can cut the top off, and that way I don't have to perfectly measure it. I can eyeball it. Let me see. I'm gonna see what else, you guys. Let's see. Emotions, hardest. Okay, you're gonna try to sell your house? Okay, it's a great experience. It should be it will be great. I mean, really, the end result is great. Right? The end result is great. It's just the getting there that's, you know, tedious and not fun, but maybe it will be different because the market is different now. So I will be sending good vibes your way, and that's awesome. Are you going to stay in Grand Blanc? Yeah, Deanne, buying your house was the worst thing you ever did. Worse than childbirth. What? You're staying there forever. Oh no. Yeah, it is unnecessarily hard. See, I'm glad you guys agree with me, but for Kay's sake, it's not unnecessarily hard. It'll be fantastic. Oh my gosh. Yes. 2 hard pages a year. I agree. Yeah, yes. You know what I will say, though, about writing the stories, about like the harder stories? I will say that they are the ones that I generally go back and I will read them. I will go back and reread some of these stories just to understand what I was going through at different parts of my life. Sometimes it shows great amount of growth. Sometimes it is like it's interesting to go back in retrospect and look at some of the stories that happened and how that had such an effect on what happened later in life. So like the stress of, you know, the buying and the selling of the house and all of that. So when you start to feel antsy, you can go back to those stories and be like, oh yeah, I forgot that this was, you know, how grateful we were that we got this house and all that stuff. Anyway, I feel like there is still benefit to writing. I mean, there is benefit to still writing those stories for sure. However, it's just tough to like have to constantly do it. So I don't constantly do it. I kind of want to frame this in white. I feel like it's too much. So like this, I have this random selfie photo. That's it. That's every hard story I write generally is just me with this. It's just a selfie picture. Or it'll be a picture of like, oh, come on. It'll be a picture of like my feet or like something just like totally benign, you know? Anyway. Oh, Terry, you're in the beginning process of selling your rental home to the person that lives in it. And you're buying your husband's. Oh, that's so cool. You're for his husband's dad's house. Was that like a childhood house? Like, is it going back to purchase a childhood home? My parents have the best house. Like Aaron and I love their house, and we constantly tell them that we're very grateful that they built our forever home. Like we joke with them all the time. We just love their house. There's not like a sentimentality of it as being a childhood home because they built that, you know, a couple years ago. It just has everything we would want in a home. And so yeah, the joke is that, you know, they built that house for us. And they're like, no, this is our forever home. We're like, but it's not. It's ours. You know, you're just getting it all nice and set up for us. Oh my gosh. Anyway. So maybe that will be that'll be the last of the house buying. They will probably, I don't know, my mom gets antsy, so they might move at some point in their lives. They might not stay there forever, but she's determined to stay there forever. That's what she tells me. Etienne, do you think you overthink in general? Yes. I think for me, I am a people pleaser, right? So I like to make people happy. I like people to not like feel pride in what I do. I mean, for my family, yes, I want them to feel pride in what I do. I also really care about right and wrong. Like, it's something I'm working on, right? Is that there are gray areas, of course, in life, but I'm a very I like to do things the right way, and I like to behave the right way and say the right things. And I think because of that, there is a lot of overthinking that goes into that. You know, am I doing this the right way? Am I meeting expectations? Am I, all these things, even when it comes to just regular old life stuff too. So yeah, constantly overthinking, even when it comes to like this kind of stuff, not this, but like Patreon and creative business and trying to build a career out of crafting and showing up in spaces. Like, oh my gosh, there's so much overthinking that goes into it. And it's hard because like a lot of times I want to change my mind about something, but also you can't, you got to have some consistency. You can't just constantly change your mind. So it's, I don't know, there's a lot of overthinking that goes on in my everyday life. Absolutely. 100%. 100%. Okay, I think that's supposed to go there. And this is supposed to go here. This is really cute. And this is supposed to go here. Not today. Yeah, not today. Okay, so we've got this. Let's stick here. This can go on here. I don't even know what I'm going to check here. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Maybe bargaining. That's probably about right. If I do this one thing, then, you know, everything else will be better and it'll make sense. Okay, so maybe we'll check that. That was what makes the most sense to me. Boop, sure, doing it. All right, let's put these on here. So cute. I don't do a lot of like layering stuff on journaling cards anymore, and this is really cute. I like it. Oh, hey, Sarah. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. We were just talking about stress of buying houses and difficulty of using kits that are themed for like tough moments of life, you know, or difficult stories that we can write hard stories, and hard stories are important, but sometimes it's really hard when you got in it hard, right? When you have an entire kit that's based on telling hard stories. That's not really, I will say that it does not feel the most creative. Like I don't feel like super creative and all the juices are flowing and ooh, I can't wait to make this one layout when you've got a theme that is more difficult. You're like, I feel like those types of things, those types of themes, you're more likely to be like, let's just put this one away. I don't feel like it. We're just gonna put it away. Which is probably why I never actually put these together. Potentially. Who knows? Or I just, you know, moved on to the next thing and totally forgot about them. That's also possible. Okay, we got the cute little plant. I love these plants. I don't always love puffy stickers. However, these ones, these puffy stickers that paper person did, I don't know if their puffy stickers are still like this, but they're like, they're not plasticky. They are plasticky, but they're not like, I don't even know. I can't explain it. They are not like glossy, noisy plastic. They are almost like foam. I don't know. They feel really good. And I miss when I used to get the kits from them and they had the puffy stickers. You guys know I don't like puffy stickers, but these ones, I love them. They're so cute and they feel so good. Anyway, so this one, that's it again. So, okay, I got to find another spot to put this in. For the journaling, I'll read it out loud because it says nothing that has any meaning. But, you know, this is it. So I feel like this past year has been filled with so many ups and downs. P.S. I should probably also date stamp this, and knowing that the last layout I made in May, then it is highly likely that this story also came from May. So let's just make it a May story, right? It gives a little bit of context about when the heck this happened, but I'm just going to put it right here, whatever. Here, okay. It gives a little bit of context to that, even if it's a slight fib. It's fine. I won't even know the difference in like 20 years, so who cares? I might not even ever read this story again, so again, who cares? So here we go. We've got never not overthinking. I feel like this past year has been filled with so many ups and downs, new opportunities, and also a good helping of disappointment. When things start to feel overwhelming, I'm definitely one to overthink it all. Did I do the right thing? Am I being as present as I should be? Did I say something offensive? Should I do more? Should I do less? Can I plan my way through this? Do I just have to take things in stride? Am I good enough? As I sat down to begin writing, I realized how much self-doubt, internal talk there is in me. I think today, and for as many days as I can remain aware of this, these self-doubt thoughts need to be told to bug off. Not today. Because you know what? I am good enough, just as I am. And I'm even better for looking at ways to be better. I am enough. like I said, I have no idea. I have no idea what I am alluding to here as like what the year was filled with. It was 2021, so I mean, yeah, ups and downs. We still had COVID. You know, COVID still exists, period. But you know, we had hoped to have a birthday party for Izzy in 2021, and right at that time of the year, the I forget what the variant was. So many variants, but one of the variants surfaced, and we had to not do that. And then, you know, just changes here and changes there, and it's just a lot. This year was a lot. 2021 was a lot. 2022 was a lot too. I mean, they're just like, in some way, every year is a lot, but we manage and we get through, and we are doing the best we can, right? And that's ultimately what matters. So we just do the best we can. Okay, I wonder if I might not have a spot for you. And then what will I do with you? What is this? No, maybe? No. Ooh, maybe here. Yes. Okay, I can't tell you how happy it is that these have both found a home. Oh my gosh, that makes me so pumped. Because I don't want to add extra pages in and then have more spots to put things. You know what I mean? Like, no thanks. So, homes for stories without making extra room. Yes, here for this. Okay, so there we go. Story number 2. And it looks really pretty next to this other story that it has nothing to do with, right? But they look good together. Okay. So there we go. There's number 2. Yeah. Etienne, I won't lie, I'm in a mood today too. I feel like this entire week has just been kind of like, ugh, I don't know. It's been unnecessarily like off. Like I just feel unnecessarily off. But I mean, I don't know. I'm in a mood too. So I'm right there with you. And we're just doing them. We're just showing up. We're showing up. We're making things. Because making things can make us happy. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, more cute little things. Okay, so we've got the pill box. That is so cute. Little pill box. Am I going to use that? I hope so. Okay, doing what I can today. Heart. Heart with Band-Aid. Cute. What does this say? Rest up and sigh. We've got some circle labels. What else do I have in here? I've got journaling. Oh boy, I wonder if I veered. I veered. Well, what the heck? What am I supposed to do? All right, I might have to like see if I can locate this. I've got a 4x6, a 3x4, 3x4. Do I have another 3x4? Oh, another one. This one. Oh, that probably goes on the top of this. But then, why are you big? All right, so we've got that. We've got some square photos. You know what? I bet I know what this is, maybe. Okay, hold on. I bet you, here's my guess, and then I'm going to look it up and find out. My guess is that this is a 3x8 with this at the top. Okay, and then I'm thinking I have one of those page protectors that is where the top is a 4x6 and the bottom is the 2x2s. I am thinking, right, because there's 3 circles, 3 photos, 3 cards on which to put the circles and the embellishments. I'm just going to go, we're going to do it. I'm going to say that's what my plan was, and we're going to go for it because I don't need to look this up because that's what I'm going to do. All right, here we go. So we're going to cut off the top of this. I need to give up on the sun. Oh, I know. It's raining again today. It's like 45 degrees or something out there today, and that's outrageous. The bright side is I have some cleaning tasks that my goal this year is to get around to once a month. One of those tasks happens to be cleaning out my car, which is, there are a few things that I just despise doing. Cleaning cat litter boxes hate it. Cleaning ovens, hate it. And cleaning out my car, hate it. But today it's like 45 degrees and, you know, it might not stay that way for long. So I might as well get that task out of the way. That's what I'm going to do after this live, is go out there and clean out my car. I might as well do all the things I hate doing while I'm already in a mood, right? Because, like, then I'm not ruining a day to do stuff that I despise doing. That's my mindset anyways, right? So I'm going to go clean out my car and get that done because it's warm. So I should. And I will. Anyway, let's see here. So we've got this that's now like that. Cool. No idea about the date. Let's just make it the same thing. Why not? It's a best guess. It's fine. Put you, like, technically that's like the whole date. Okay, that's fine. I might be able to stick one of these. Well, I guess maybe I'll wait until I find out what I want to put where. Okay, got that. We got that. Let's cut some 2x2s. Oh, he passed away in September. His parents moved there after his dad retired. It's on a river. Oh, that's so sad. Cool that it's on a river, but that's really sad. I'm sorry that happened. All right, I'm gonna catching up a little bit as I chop these very slowly. Okay, you're cleaning your office for the 100th time this season. Yep, I feel that too. Feel that too. You know what I did yesterday that was awesome? Because, you know, I feel like, so the mood has been like I said, like kind of like a week-long mood, right? So yesterday I needed to get some things filmed because it was less dark. And I say that with a slight giggle because it is just really dark all the time. And so it was probably, I don't know, it was still too dark. It's still dark. It just is really annoying. It makes filming incredibly hard when it's this dark outside. I have studio lights, but it just doesn't cast the same kind of light, you know? So it's tough. Anyway, I digress. So yesterday I needed to film some things. I really wasn't feeling it. Like I really didn't feel like doing it at all. So I don't know. I told myself, nope, you know, Crystal, you're gonna go up there and you're gonna film some stuff because you're not gonna have any kind of light source for the next week. So go do it now. So I came up here and I drew out and started my February daily journal pages and I'm obsessed. They're so cute. So I got my title page done and then all of the weeks are sketched so that, you know, I can put those together on other days. I also did my second week of Project Life, of the 6x8 Project Life. And let me tell you, I am loving it. I am loving it. Okay, so here we go. So this is what this is gonna look like. Now I need some circles. Let's do pink on the blue so that it actually shows up, right? The blue on the blue won't show up and green on the blue is kind of too dark. So pink on the blue sounds good. That is not directly in the center, but that's going to be what that's going to be. One of the things with the Paper Person printing, like the way it's printed, is if you stick something on it and then you take it back off, the color of whatever is on the card comes off. So even though I could take that off and reposition it, it will ruin the pattern. So just go leave it. It'll be fine. You know what? Maybe I can like turn it this way. Nope, we're gonna turn it this way and then, well, that doesn't help. It's whatever. Okay, and then green on the pill pattern. Here we go. Okay, so then I want to do some cute little puffies. Let's just do this huge pill bottle because that will help cover up the fact that this is not in the middle. And it's cute, so why not? And then we can do, I think this would look fine in the middle of all this stuff here. It just says doing what I can today. The cute little heart with a band-aid, that's going on here for sure, right here. Oh, it's so cute. And then I got sigh. Yeah, sigh. That's the one. Sigh. Sick again. Okay, so that does leave me with this little heart because I was thinking, oh, I could put a little heart up here. It's a tone on tone, but I like it. And then I don't even know what day this was. Does this say? No, because this is like over a week, so that doesn't matter. We got a little blue heart. What can I do with you? No. Maybe. Okay, wait. That could also help offset the fact that this is not in the middle. Let's put that there. Very good. And that's it. So I got this rest up sticker that I probably won't keep. Because once I'm down to like one, then I forget about them. So I'm gonna put this in my to-go pile. To go out the door pile. Goodbye. And that is this one. I don't know if I have, we'll see if I have a page like this. So let's find out what this story was about. Here's what I wrote. It's a little bit longer, but that's okay. This spring, so this would have been spring of 2021, the kids both came down with some kind of cold. It started with Jonah, who had a cough and a runny nose. Then when Isabella ran 102-degree temperature, I knew it was time to take them in. Taking the kids to the doctors is always no fun, and taking both of them at the same time is every parent's worst nightmare. After about an hour in the office and a COVID test for both kids and a strep test for Izzy, who screamed the entire time, we were finally out of there. Results were negative on everything and a diagnosis of a common cold given. 1 week later, and we were back again. This time, Isabella had her typical cold sores appear on her lower lip. However, she had a third sore appear on her chin. I was nervous it was some kind of skin rash, so I called up the doctor and in we went again. This time, they prescribed her an antibiotic oral and cream. That meant another hour of waiting for medicine to be ready at the pharmacy. The next week, Isabella's sores were finally healing up, but Jonah's cough was still with him and getting worse. He was coughing so bad that he and we couldn't sleep. So I called up the doctors and in we went again. This time, Jonah had a chest x-ray to make sure it wasn't pneumonia or bronchitis. The results were negative. The doctors think he may have had airway spasms from damage he incurred when he had whooping cough as a baby. They prescribed him an inhaler with a spacer for kids. Back to the pharmacy we went again. 1 week later, and the cough has vastly improved. Jonah did get some kind of rash on his tummy, but it didn't spread and started healing quickly. So we didn't go back to the doctors. Happily, both kids seem to be in a much healthier state now. Thank God for that. Oh my gosh, kids being sick. It is every parent's, first of all, taking 2 kids to the doctors at one time is, I told Aaron, I will never do that. Like if I have to take them both, he has to come with me, or it's got to be one at a time, or one of them has to go somewhere. Like I just can't handle it. I cannot handle it. And both kids with like mystery sicknesses also super sucks, where it's like, ugh, can we just not have to go to the doctor every single week for a month? That would be great. Thankfully, we haven't had a ton of sickness in the last 6 months, I would say. Although I don't really know that for sure because you forget how much time passes or doesn't pass since the last time things happened. But we've at least had a very healthy start to January. So maybe 2023 is our year for not having to deal with all that stuff. Oh my God. Anyway, okay, let's find out if I have a home for this one. If we are 3 for 3, then I don't know. That's just magic. Oh, I keep pulling out this one, and it's not you. So you have 4. This one has only 1 page that I need to fill in, and it's 4 3x4 cards, and that's it. So that might be one that I just have to design a layout for so that I have a place to put it or something to go in that spot, you know? All right, so like, I don't even know. I think I probably did away with this. Well, we'll leave it there. Sometimes if I have a story, a specific story I want to put somewhere, I will sticky note it on top of the spot that it goes in, but you know. Oh, I don't think I have one of these in here. That's a bummer. Because that means, oh, but I have this. But then I'll have another. Okay, let's see if we can find, you know, a layout that has one of those 3x8s. It's essentially what we're looking for. A 3x8 insert. No, because that's already. All in there. That's too big. No, 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 maybe. Oh, you are, I wonder if I could just get some like pattern paper. Stick you on top of pattern paper. Maybe. So otherwise, like, what else am I going to put on that? Just in case, let's finish this part out. No. Okay, so I've got this spot. So the thing is I will have to put in a page protector, right? Which gives me the back side of the page protector that will now need something on it. So I could go there, or where was that other one? So the other one was a legit 3x. You know, I'm going to put it in that. I'm going to put it in the page protector because the other one was bigger, so I could potentially put something bigger there. So we're going to put this one here. Right? Right. Ooh, are you? Yes. Okay, good. Good. So this one will go in here. And then I need to go grab my page protectors out so that the second part can go in here. All right, so we've got that one. And then the 6x8, this 6x8 page protector will be easier for me to fill than the 3x8s are. So I'll live with it. Oh. All right, let's find a page protector. So it's going to be in. I think it'll be in here. Yes. Oh, and it's the very last one. Okay. All right. Okay, so. Here you go. All right, so let's see here. What do you guys got for me? Oh, Terry, you guys have a snowstorm right now? Huh. Oh, man. Oh, and you have to go out in it to get to a meeting? No. No, that's the worst. Oh, you're up in Mackinac. I didn't know that the North was getting... You know what I actually read? So, okay. This morning on Facebook, I think it was, there was a thing about... so Frankenmuth. We talk about Frankenmuth often. I feel like we just talked about Frankenmuth recently. Anyway, Frankenmuth is like a little German town in Michigan, and it's where the largest Christmas store in the country, you know, all that stuff. Anyway, Frankenmuth every year hosts a snow festival, like a snow and ice. And so it's supposed to be next week, I think. And they do like these world-renowned snow sculptures. And it's so cool. It is so cool. Anyway, we've had no snow in this area of Michigan which is super unusual. So they are actually canceling it. They're canceling the whole thing, or they're canceling that portion, the snow sculpture portion of the festival. And it's the first time they've done that in 35 years or something along those lines. It's crazy. So they had talked about trucking in snow from northern Michigan where there is snow. It's crazy. It's great. It's just a weird year for the weather. I feel like I need to do a layout about the weather, like specifically about weather. Maybe I'll do that for next week. Maybe. We'll see. Because I feel like that's a story I should do. Okay, you can't pick your February theme, but it'll be probably about hearts. Did I tell you guys what I'm doing? I'm doing love letters. So all of my different layouts are themed around a way that you can send a love letter to someone. And when I do my journaling, I think I'm going to do it in a letter form. So every day write a love letter to someone or something. And I think that will be a fun lens to take for the month. Northern Arizona set records for snowfall. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, super weird. All right, so seeing if there's anything else. Mackinac canceled their Snowfest too. Wow. It's so crazy. Okay, so here's this layout, right? So they're all in here. They all have a space. Now I have a new space to fill. And Terry, did you say, yeah, where they just go where they fit instead of chronologically? So in the past, that's how I've done my story albums. I think this is number 7. I have either 7 or 8 story albums. And while it's really fun and nice to just throw things in wherever it fits, one of the things that I have found to be not as great about it is that once it's in an album, I don't know which album the stories are in anymore. So it's nice for, like, I love picking these up off of the bookshelf and flipping through them because it's just it's a collection of stories. It's like, I don't even know. It's just magic because you don't even know what you're going to get page to page to page, right? Like this is a trip that we took to North Carolina. And this is like my sister's bachelorette party. And then, going to the zoo is that one. And then my kids being sick, so it's like they're from all different times and all of that. And that's really cool. However, there have been times where I'm like, oh, I want to go. There's this one story that I made about such and such a time or such and such a thing happening. And I know when it happened. So if it was in an album that was based on the year, I would know where to find it. But because I don't, it's all mixed, it's really hard for me to find those stories again. So that's what spurred me to change the albums for this year, where it's Project Life, but it's also the stories. And then they are more chronological in that way. So it's a little bit easier for me to find what I am looking for. But it doesn't make me feel any less love for the story albums I have created. I do really love these albums, and just like there's my sister's wedding, it's really cool to flip through these and see this is a story from when I was a teenager and we went to, like, that's my sister when she was little, and going to Montana to visit my uncle who was working there. It's super cool to go through this is from when Izzy was like 2 and we went to Disney World, and it was back when Snapchat was fairly newish, and we just did a bunch of filters with our family, and it was so funny, just random. It's great. I do love it. I just, I wanted something that made a little bit more logical sense for when I was trying to find the stories in the future. So that spurred it to change. All right, friends. So those are my layouts for today. So a quick day here. One thing I will say for next month, so we won't have any more Craft With Me lives this month because we're almost out of January, which is insane. Next month, I am going to be working on May's baby albums. I can actually, let's bring them over. I'll show you real quick. So we got a little bit more time. I'll show you where we're starting from because there's really not that much more to do with these albums. I just have a couple of layouts I need to get done, and then I can give them to Caitlin and get them out of here. So I have 3 volumes. I need to make a cover or a spine label here for the 3rd volume. I'd originally thought I'd be able to just do 2, but then it wasn't enough room, so I needed the 3rd one. So for her first volume, this was newborn to 4 months. I think they're each 4 months. So I've got like when she was very freshly born. I feel like I flipped through this one the other day on the Ali Edwards Facebook group because I had done a layout that went in here. But essentially the way that these work is that every month I've got a stats page, which is this one for the newborn. So like name, birthplace, date of birth, weight, length, and labor duration. And then her actual birth date, her little picture in the hospital, right? So I've got like stats. And then I do 2 stories for each month. So this one was about everybody like tailgating in the parking lot for it. And then this one was a story about going home. Some of the journaling, for this one, the journaling came from me, like my perspective. But most of the journaling comes from Caitlin or Alex, where I had sent them a prompt like, hey, I would love for you to write a story about blah, blah. For this one, I'm like, tell me a story, tell me the story of coming home from the hospital. What was that like? What did you feel like? What was the process like? That sort of thing. And then she'll send me journaling. So it's her words added in, not necessarily mine. I just format them to fit them in. And then it ends with a pattern paper and then goes into the next month. So then this would have been her first month, so when she's 1 month old. And then they took this picture every month as she got bigger. So it starts with this every time. Then we've got the stats page. I had some specific prompts that I sent to Caitlin to have her fill out every time. And one of the prompts was 3 words that described Mabel at that age. So it's in here, but then I also created like a pattern paper with the words also. So like this one says beautiful, sweet, and hangry were the 3 words they used. And then we've got, again, 2 stories. So this one using the Bloom story kit. I don't even remember what the prompt was I sent her, but something along those lines. And then this one was the progress story kit. And this is her breastfeeding story, it was really difficult at first for her. So it's special to have this in here, especially as they prepare and hope to potentially bring another child into their home in the next, who knows, year or 2. So I'm excited to get this to them so they can look back on all these memories before they potentially go through it all over again. Then we've got month number 2, right? So the stats this time, I didn't do the words. I added some pictures in instead. So just, using what I got, like a list of 20 things. This one was a song that was important to them. So, just all that. I feel like volume 1 is actually completed. We'll find out. This is the one I just did on the Facebook Live. It's so cute with the whole story kit for 3 months, the strong story kit. So bringing in those story kits to give me different prompts. And then month number 4, we've got the words again, stats. This was I love you because, and just a repeated. And then this one is just about, what is this, around here. So like 5 things that she was doing at the time with the cozy story kit. So yeah, volume 1 is completed. So I have nothing left to do in volume 1, which feels really good. That feels awesome. And then volume number 2, I know I have holes to fill in. 5 months, for whatever reason, 5 months we had like a million stories. So this one has more than usual. It's got the stats. It's got this little like tag page where I think I wrote a letter to her. Yes. So this was a letter that I wrote to May way back when she was just a baby. This one was about, I think like her playing, like, or something that she had recently learned to do, which was how to suck on her own toes, you know. This one was a Valentine's, so we love, you know, ... And then this was a Valentine's photo shoot they did at home. It's just so cute. This one is a letter from Uncle Audie, my husband. So that's in there. And then it's just, you know, pictures of him and May. And then we move on to 6. So month 5 is done. 6, we've got, did I have a stats? Oh, some of the months we failed to do the stats. So there are a few where those are missing, and that's okay. We do our best, right? That's all we can do is our best. So we've got loving the way you play. So talking about how she's playing. This one is their morning routine. So what the mornings were like with them. So cute. And this was using that mornings kit from, or Good Morning. No, that's a lie. This was a Feed Your Craft. I feel like 3 companies came out with a kit about the mornings at the same time. There was just a lot of that. Okay, so month 6 is also done. 7, we've got, aha, so here's one that I am missing. So this was journaling that my brother-in-law, Alex, was supposed to write about Mabel and his dad. So this I have to see if we've got, like I need to go in and look at the journaling that she has sent me to see, like, did he ever do that? And then if not, then that is a conversation that Alex and I will have about, like, hey, I need you to send me just like 3 sentences about, you know, what was it like when May was a baby and, you know, how did she interact with your dad? Can you even remember that? We'll find out. Anyway, that was going to go here. So that needs to be finished. And then the ending. Oh, this is all 1 page. Oh, and so this was like their evenings. What were the evenings like? So we have a morning story and an evening story. It's fun. And then month 8, got the photo. We've got stats back again. Woohoo. Okay, so here is a story we are missing. So 1 for month 8, journaling for month 7. I have this one for month 8 and that. So in this album, I have 1 layout plus 1 journaling card. So this one will go fast, right? That'll be done very quickly, which is awesome. And then that will give me 2 down. The third one, I think, is where I have the most holes. So for 9, we've got story. So missing 1 here. So there's 1 for 9 months. 10 months, I think might be done. Oh, so cute. Oh, I love this picture too. Okay. They're so adorable. Oh, this is her and her grandma. So cute. Okay, so 10 is done. 11, we have a layout. So 1 for 11. Right? Oh my gosh. She's so cute. And then for 12 months, this was her picture at her 1-year birthday. So stinking cute. And we've got 1 layout and 2. So I have 4 layouts in this album, 1 layout in volume 2, and then a journaling card. So there's my starting point. We have 5 full layouts to create plus 1 journaling card. So in the month of February, this is what we're going to work on. We're going to complete the layout. So I'll probably do like 2 layouts one of the days and 3 layouts the second day. And then we can be done with this and Caitlin can have May's baby albums. And I will have an entire shelf of my cube shelf behind me clear and ready for my next niece's album, you know, which will be really exciting. Her name's going to be Sophia. So I'll have Sophia to do next, which will be, I'm going to love that. And that will be something we'll probably work on this year throughout the course of the year, either here or I don't know where, but I want to do the same format where it's, you know, picture, stats, 2 stories. And it's, for me, I think it's better. I like it better when we're doing the stories in the middle of life, right? In the middle of the season. So at the end of month 1, you know, I'll send my sister Haley, hey, tell me these 2 stories. Type up these 2 stories for me and send me pictures, like whatever pictures. I don't care what pictures. I just want your words, you know. I want your pictures too, but I want your words. So that's going to be February. I'm excited for it. I'm so excited to get those done. I've had them for 2 years, so I'm really excited to get those done. And that's that. Tonight, for those of you who the time is not crazy for you, like Sarah, I know tonight is like in the middle of the night for you, so don't come. Watch the replay. But tonight is our book club meeting for Rock, Paper, Scissors. So if you are available, if you want to come and chat, whether or not you finished the book, if you have not finished the book and you don't want the spoilers, we will talk about all of the spoilers and everything. So you might just want to wait and watch the replay later. If you don't care about spoilers, though, then come anyway and just hang out with us while we talk about a cool book. And conversation devolves into whatever it devolves into. So that always happens too. That's tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I think that's it, friends. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to let you all go. It is 1 o'clock, so that only took us an hour today. Not so shabby. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. I will see you all later tonight. Have a good rest of your Thursday or weekend ahead if you can't make it tonight. All right. Talk to y'all later. See ya, friends. Bye.